Last Wednesday, President Trump pardoned General Michael Flynn after years-long persecution of the general. The White House stated this in giving him a full and unconditional pardon. General Flynn should not require a pardon. He is an innocent man. Even the FBI agents who interviewed General Flynn did not think he was lying. The prosecution of General Flynn is yet another reminder of something that has long been clear. After the 2016 election, individuals within the outgoing administration refused to accept the choice the American people had made at the ballot box and worked to undermine the peaceful transition of power. The general and his family were gracious in their expressions of gratitude, saying, quote, "The Flynn family is grateful to President Donald J. Trump for answering our prayers and the prayers of a nation by removing the heavy burden of injustice off the shoulders of our brother Michael with a full pardon of innocence. We thank President Trump for recognizing our brother's sacrifice in this battle for truth, our Constitution, our republic, and all that America stands for around the world. A true beacon of liberty." Joining us tonight by phone is General Michael Flynn, who has served this nation with great distinction in the United States military and in his private life and political life as well. General, first of all, it's an honor to have you on the broadcast, and we are absolutely thrilled that President Trump took this action. I know that there were reservations on your part and that of your defense counsel about accepting such a pardon. Give us your state of mind and heart at this moment.
Well, first of all, Lou, thanks very much for having me on your show, and for your audience and for you personally. You have been a beacon of light for this country and have been really relentless in the pursuit of truth. I honestly do not. It has not sunk in yet, Lou. It will. I would say, and I just reemphasize some of the points that you made from my family's letter. My faith in God. He's an amazing spirit. He's an amazing light in my life. The strength of my family, particularly my wife. We've been together, for decades, since we were 13 years old, and really what I describe as true friends, Lou, patriots all across this country, friends that I've had from when I was a kid to those that I met in the military. But the outreach by America to my family and I is just extraordinary, and it has really given me the resilience that I have been able to be blessed by to fight through this and get to the point where we got. And I really do appreciate the president for seeing what he and what the White House described as a pardon of innocence, because that's exactly what it is.
It is that. It is also, I know your defense attorney, Sidney Powell, who has worked tirelessly and relentlessly in your behalf. She, at one point, hated to see the president give a pardon, and I know that means that you were concerned about it as well. How did you overcome that reticence? I'll put it that way.
Well, I think at a certain point in time, knowing myself, I'd have probably just continued to go and go and go. But as my family and I, particularly my wife and I, talked about it and honestly prayed over it, we came to the conclusion that this was the right moment in time to do this. The justice system that we were facing was just not going to function properly. And it was very, very obvious that was going to be the case. So, we went and made the decision that this is the direction that we wanted to go, and good enough for President Donald Trump for coming through, and we're certainly grateful to him. But at the same time, we also know that this was a political persecution of the highest order, and not something that any American should ever have to go through.
We still don't know the full extent of the reporting on the moment at which you were being framed in the White House by two FBI agents. We still haven't seen Agent Plinka's so-called 302, which is a summary of that interview. It's extraordinary that the Justice Department still withholds this, the FBI, so much about your case. Who do you hold responsible for what they did to you, the persecution of General Michael Flynn for more than 4 years?
Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, people want me to say something, or, for years, are you upset with President Trump? Are you upset with the White House? And the answer is no. And the reason why, because this was a setup from the beginning, and it really, where accountability lies, is it lies in this administration. I mean, we all know that. The truth has been out now for, well over a year, probably a year and a half, and there's been extraordinary, what everybody now, knows as exculpatory evidence, right, that has come out, and it's come out through the great fighting warrior strength of Sidney Powell, and that type of information, you say to yourself, oh my God, what was this the previous administration doing during the campaign of Donald Trump, during the transition of Donald Trump, and then while he was in office? I mean, and I said in my statement that this country should never be usurped by the power in our government and by the institutions of our government, justice, federal law enforcement, intelligence, ever again. And I know that the president feels the same way as I do. And we cannot have that in a country like we have, a beautiful, strong country like we have, and survive. And honestly, as I've gone through 4 years of this, Lou, so hasn't the president. And frankly, it's more damaging. So has the country, and the country has been damaged by this. And I think we're still feeling the pain in this recent election.
Well, General Flynn has never flinched from a fight, and this time is no exception. He's engaged in a new battle, the battle for the White House and the future of this very republic. We'll continue our conversation with General Michael Flynn in just a moment. Please stay with us.